Good morning, you guys. Happy Tuesday that feels like a Monday, right? So I have a really early morning start and my hips are killing me. I haven't been to the mountain and grounding and I'm feeling it. So you guys are getting yoga Addy this morning because there's only so many hours in a day and I multitask somewhere. So we are in the Namaslayer lair on the floor doing some hip openers today. Good morning, guys. So everyone saw I broken into Wonderland yesterday. Friggin' finally, right? We're all like, thank God we can be done with that. Scale is 203 this morning, which is a normal fluctuation for me throughout the week. I'll go between like 5 pounds up and down throughout a week. So I think another important thing about weighing daily is you don't get in your head about like, I'm up 2 ounces, I'm down 2 ounces. Like day-to-day fluctuations can just be that, right? And as Candy liked to point out on my Iron Chef live last night, it could be something to do with my sodium intake. And by the way, I was a little too liberal with the olive oil when I was Iron Chefing. I think I was feeling like I was a little fancy with all the, swooping of the olive oil. Yeah, so everything was very moist. I just want you guys to know it's normally not quite that greasy. And in hindsight, on my zoodles, I will use butter next time, not olive oil. I always forget that with shrimp. Shrimp is just so much better with butter. And I've got nothing against a little bit of butter, let me tell you. Hey guys, Foxy, you're sleepy. Hi Nicole, hey Linda. Sabrina, yeah, where you been, sister? Did you see my Wonderland dance? Hey hippie, good morning Paula, what's up woman? Hestia in the house. CWP. So excited after stressing about the holiday weekend. I was down 2 pounds. Morning pages and planning and assessing for the win. Candy just finished 24 of morning pages. So give everyone your little testimony there. I haven't harped on morning pages in a while. But you guys, morning pages for new people have been integral to my 90 pounds. I can tell you that for sure. I started them in March, which is also fantastic because I have the complete roadmap of my brain as I got from 288 to 199. Right? I have everything my brain was going through in those morning pages and in my plans. It's so friggin' awesome. So going back and looking to build a similar map, like how do you get there for you? I've got everything. I'm like fucking genius. On top of it helps you. I mean, not that you need to create a roadmap, but maybe you do someday. People say, how'd you do it? You can be like, how did I do it? I'm going to write a book. Oh, I've already written a book. It's called Morning Pages. I could literally probably hand my journals over to someone and they could just write a book. And at this point, you guys all know my deep, dark secrets anyway. So, morning pages, 3 pages stream of conscious writing. So you wake up, you stumble out of bed because you smell the coffee. That's my reward for stumbling out of bed at 5. Like, tie that reward to it. And once you smell that coffee, you gotta get up and get going, right? Oh, shit, speaking of coffee. Oh, I'm sure that was a nice view. Yeah, so you guys, Julia Cameron, she wrote The Artist's Way. There's so much gold in that book, those exercises of getting back to your inner child and your artist and your lost dreams, things like that, to start to think creatively, because we're all here to create. It doesn't matter. Being an artist doesn't mean you have to put paint on a canvas, right? Like there's all different kinds of art and creations, and we're here to create. So figuring out what you're going to create is where the magic is. And the morning pages help you uncover this. It's part of the process. So it's a brain dump, right? Every morning my pages start out kind of like, nearly every morning. Some mornings I just wake up fucking fantastic. It's true. You guys have them too, where you wake up and you're like, yes, today today is the day I'm going to slay the world, right? And then the morning pages are even more magic on days like that. But here's the power of them. So in the third page is magic for some reason. I always stop at like page 1.5 and have to tell myself, just keep going. The magic's coming for whatever reason. And it's true. Like you get into the flow sometimes. And by the end of them, nearly every single day, I'm either giving myself a pep talk. I've had some deep realization. The world looks better. My day is better planned. I've thought through things. Like take 20 minutes for yourself and do 3 pages. Julia Cameron says it's like taking your shadow self out for a cup of coffee and a walk. And I love that. Like get that shit out on paper so you don't give it to your family and the rest of the world. Yeah, because we don't need all that shit. Get it out on the paper and then come tell us after you've like pep talk to yourself. Pound, ounce, what's up, sister? Yeah, well, ounce, I don't know if it's worth like a full rewatch. Hey, Ash, good morning, sister. Is page 3 manic magic true for most people? Ask the crew, Paula. Yes. I don't know what it is. There's something about finishing that third page that helps instill the habit. Now, here's what I'll say. She recommends 8.5 by 11. I've never used pages that big. I use a journal size notebook and it works for me. I have never completed a journal until the magic pages. And now I have a whole shelf full of them. And I always wanted to journal, right? I would start it and not know where to stop. You don't need prompts. Just write what is in your head. Like, boy, I feel like a piece of shit today. You know, what I am not sure what I'm going to do. My kids are pissing me off, but I love them. Of course I love them. Blah, 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 right? Like, just whatever the hell's in there. Yes, page 3 is good, but it took me a while to get there. Yeah, I don't think it's immediate. It's not immediate, and especially because we're doubting the magic. Once you know the magic, I think they come more freely. Yes, because you get past the shit and you can turn your mind around and make a plan and talk yourself up. Yeah, it really helps to get the shit out, basically. But maybe that's why the third page is the magic, because you need to write for a length of time to get the shit out, right? And often we'll stop when we're just scraping the surface of the shit. Like if you sit to do a TDL and you just ask yourself a couple prompts, or you try to get to the end of a question and it's not like a stream of conscious thing, that can happen, right? Where you just kind of stop yourself there, where if you're forced to keep going, you often uncover even more. Ooh, Ounce is weighing in on the pages. Sometimes I hit magic on I think she means page 2, but when I do, it's usually pretty page 3. I don't always hit the magic, but at least I'm getting the junk out of my head, even if it's just nonsense. Yeah, it's so awesome. Hestia, I use a thick notebook, which is most full, but switching to a composition book after this. Awesome. Yeah, you guys, it's definitely part of the key to the magic, right? Like, it's part of, or the key to my success, for sure. Morning pages. I've done them every morning, except for my little lapse in November and December, when I proceeded to gain back 20 pounds. Yeah, so guess what's not leaving Slayer's routine again? Morning pages, TM, non-negotiables, absolutely, for the rest of my life, no matter what. Hi, good morning, Firecracker. What's up, girl? The model, you guys, how is everyone doing with that? Oh, first, we have the Zoom call Thursday night. I'm closing the room. We still have some open seats. I'm going to try to post the link to sign up. So if there's other Slay Sisters out there, or maybe you weren't in the challenge or not on the email, you can still sign up. We have I think 20 open seats. So I will post the link to that And then once we max out, I'll close it. But I think I'm going to close it tonight anyway, so I can make sure everyone gets information. If it's confusing, if people aren't sure what to do, we can try to answer some questions. I am going to record it. I'm not sure in what venue we'll replay it, but I am so excited, you guys. And Hippie is going to join us. She just started, and she was the biggest skeptic. And I think I love, in the link, there's the video that Bob Roth does, and I think that's a great precursor. It explains TM. It's 18 minutes. And Transcendental Meditation, you guys, that is the number one reason I'm sitting here this much lighter. And not that finding Corinne and the life coach school and the whole mind process wasn't important. It was definitely part of my journey. But my life would have completely transformed regardless once I started Transcendental Meditation. Complete game changer, and I can't say it enough. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear from some Slay sisters that have started since finding Namaslayer and starting the Slay challenges. So they were sitting where you are, maybe thinking about it and hearing me preach and prattle on and on about it. So I think it's going to be really awesome for you guys to hear their experience, and we're going to do it. We'll do an introduction and tell a little bit of our stories, and then kind of do some free flow conversation with each other. So it's going to be like a big Slay Sister chat like we do, right? Because that's what we're all about, like learning and sharing knowledge and creating our superhero selves in greatness. And the more and more people that know about this tool, the happier I'm going to be. Because it's my mission. It's my mission. You got to know the heart saying. Firecracker has to work. No worries, sister. I'm going to figure out how to record this for those people that can't make it, and we're going to figure something out because everyone needs this information. So, yeah, there's that. But I think it's going to be amazing. We have the perspective from Super K, and I'll let you, they'll tell you their stories, but she's more of has always been curious about it, and it was just kind of her extra little push over the edge, right? And then Soul Rocker, who said I could just blindly lead her into the fire and she would go. And then Hippie, who was a complete, like, she was really skeptical and almost scared. So I think it's an amazing testimony from all of us. And my daughter, Lexi, who, as you guys know, I made sure she went this year, even though it wasn't like on, my affordability list. It's that important that, like, I put myself in a little bit of a poorhouse, right, to make sure she had this. And so she'll be helping monitor our news feed because she has the TM training and can maybe answer some questions on the fly. And if not, get them to me. We're just going to sit side by side because we're still figuring this tech shit out. Super K. Yay! Hey, Bombshell Betty. How's it going, sister? So Super K, what was I saying? Oh, Lexi will monitor the comments and I don't know, like maybe put them in a Google Doc. We'll do the Q&A at the end. So any of you guys that have questions about meditation too. I got to get on these AM pages. I'm struggling with my need for sleep versus waking up early for myself. Oh, yeah, Sabrina, game changer. You just got to commit and do it. And then it's the 66-day habit cycle, right? The first 22 days are going to suck. The next 22 are going to be a little messy. And the final 22 are going to be glorious. And when you hit that glorious, it's a complete game changer. But try to, starting that new habit, like, we went through last week, look for something positive you can tie to it. It's probably not going to be enough for yourself to be like, oh, I'm going to feel good if I wake up every morning and do morning pages, right? For me, it was my coffee, like smelling the coffee, and sleep is key, right? Like making sure that's why part of my contract is to get up at, or to turn all media off at 9. It's already making a big difference. Like me, and for putting this contract in to eliminate bad habits, right? Because I was all about putting good habits in, but I was allowing bad habits to sneak in. So how did I make consequences for them, right? So good habits, reinforcing them, and then me making sure I can be ready to do those good habits by eliminating some bad habits, like maybe staying up too late or watching media. How good is your sleep? You know, do we have Fitbit that's monitor our sleep? I remember when I got my new Fitbit, and I don't have one right now. I really need to get one because I like it just for the sleep. But there was a point in Hawaii when I got my new Fitbit here, it said year to year, wow, you've improved. I literally didn't sleep all night. Like, I don't even know how I was functioning. But I was like a ball of anxiety, stressed out, drinking too much, overeating, not sleeping, like it was a cycle, you know? Okay, this will be great and fun, the Zoom call. Yay! Yeah, when I get on, I've got a call at 8 and 10, and I've got a busy work day today, so I will try to get in and post the link again for people that missed it, but it's in your email, and if you're not getting emails already, go to the blog, namaslayer.com, and sign up there. So yeah, right now, you guys in the Slay Challenge might be getting 2. I've got to merge those lists. I just didn't want anyone to miss the emails, especially about TM. So I know you're getting duplicates, and I do apologize. Hope to get that ironed out when I hire a technical assistant. Ding! Ounce, don't forget to download Zoom ahead of time. I just did it because I deleted it a while ago. Good call, Ounce. Yeah, you guys, if you're going to Zoom in on your phones, go ahead and download it. We will have you muted when you enter the room, and we're not sure how we're going to do hand raising because there's going to be 5 of us presenting. So we don't want like 100 open videos in there. I think it's going to be too difficult to manage. So we'll have you guys muted, but you'll be able to ask questions in the chat. And then once we get through this one, I don't know, we can figure out if we can like bring other people on camera. I think we can unmute you too if someone really wants to come on and share or ask in person. I'm going to bed earlier now because I started watching Grandbaby Monday. No more late nights. I get up without the snooze because I want to make sure I have my 20 to 30 minutes to write. My reward is the quiet time to focus on me and see the sunrise before the crazy day. That's an amazing thing, CWP, because a reward can be something like that, the sunrise, right? Like start to think about something and create a special place for yourself that you're going to do this, something that will get you excited, a special, like I love to sit outside of my lanai. I do it when it's 20 degrees and I do it when it's 120. Like I sit out there and I write those pages in the act of pouring my coffee and sitting in that chair and go, I've got pretty trees. I can hear the fountain next door. The birds are chirping. You know, it's like my little magical place that's close to my bed. Right? Other than getting up and hiking to the top of the mountain. So create a little special place like that for yourself. Just signed up. We'll be in Nashville with Corinne. Oh, Paula, awesome. Are you doing the retreat or what are you doing? Or is this the marathon thing or the 5K? It's a 5K thing, right? Belinda, I started the 5 a.m. club last night, read half the book, can't wait to read more. I love it. I love that book too. I was re-listening to that earlier. Was it last week? You can always tell when I re-listen to that, you guys, because it lights me up. It's so good. It's like, there's so much magic in there. DSB and the 2-day. Awesome. Good for you. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear about your experience. That is going to be magic. CWP, I now get up with, oh, yeah, I read that. So, you guys, power of the morning pages. I was going to recap the model, but I kind of just go with where it takes us, right? Hang on, flip my screen. Okay. Here. Okay, circumstances, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. You guys, here's the thing. As soon as you can start to connect and see and truly understand that your thoughts create your results, you can put anything you want in that result line. So you can put all of Super Slayer's like dreams and passions in the result line and get there by figuring out your thoughts. Your circumstance is the fact. Remember that is never going to change. Your circumstance is what's always going to be the same, right? And it's how you think about that. So, for example, last night I came home and it was late. My circumstance was it was late, and it was 7 o'clock when I walked in from my ride. I didn't have my food prep done. I was going to do it earlier, but I had gotten my motorcycle fixed and wanted to, it was just beautiful out, and I'm so glad I did it. But I got home and food prep wasn't done. It was 7 o'clock and the thoughts started, right? Oh, it's so late. You don't have time. You can just grab something quick for dinner. You can food prep tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh no. I was like, well, flip that thought, right? I have to make dinner anyway. I can make this happen. So in the first circumstance, I was completely telling myself that I didn't have time and it wasn't going to happen, and now I didn't have time to do everything, which made me feel discouraged and overwhelmed and sad, a whole shit ton of feelings, right? And those feelings would have made me not food prep, not take action, not do any of the things I needed to do to be successful for the week, right? Then my results would have been I wouldn't have had food prepped, right? And I would have jacked up my entire plan by not having my food prepped. Paula, no, the model is not part of the morning pages. We just had a complete squirrel. I will tell you, I use my morning pages like a model. Like, I don't really often do a lot of models anymore. I did in the beginning. I practiced them a lot. Now I will longhand the models in the morning. I really feel like my morning pages are a thought model, but you need to really work the model to understand the concept. And it's important to do these and see how you can change your brain. If you look in today's thread, I put my thought model in my little creative ideas section that I wrote out this brain process I'm telling you about from last night, right? How you can see how my whole thought of me telling myself I didn't have time versus me saying, you got this, I can feel positive, right? And take proper action to get the results I want. That now my food is prepped, I'm going to have a kick-ass week. And I felt so good going to bed with that done. Now, let's say I really didn't have time. Let's say I got home and it's 9 o'clock and I really want to get my sleep. Sleep is maybe more of a priority than that food being prepped because I can get that prepped, right? So let's say that's the case. It's still, I want to manage that thought about it. Not, oh, I didn't have time, I'm a failure basically, right? I didn't stand up to my plan. The thought could be, you know what? No big deal. I'm already past eating. Tomorrow I will make sure and rework my plan for the next day of when I'm going to get that food prep in, or, what adjustment I'm going to make, not the complete thoughts that are going to make me feel overwhelmed and like a failure. Like, how you think about it is going to directly affect how you feel, and then therefore how you act, because all actions come out of a feeling you have. And when you can really start to understand that whole process and really get it innately, then that's where you'll really be able to start to flip some of that psychology around for yourself. And more importantly, like, be able to recognize your thought and feeling and identify feelings and what those vibrations feel like in your body, and just sit in them and be okay with not worrying about changing the thought and just sitting and letting it pass, being like, it's okay, it's there. It's not the end of the world. It's not that uncomfortable that I have this feeling in my stomach. It just isn't. And it's all right. I know why I'm having it, but that's part of becoming self-aware and, being a superhero, like awareness and becoming a sleigh detective, to where you can be the observer of your emotions is, really an amazing thing to be able to look from the outside in. And it's definitely a continually evolving process, right? Okay, I have a feeling I have a little lag time in comments, or you guys are super busy at work. I am probably well over my 10 minutes, I would say. And yeah, so if anyone missed the thought models and how to do them, in the video from Sunday, look for Sunday's tea time. It would have been an earlier, like 1 p.m. about the model. There are links to everything. Oh, and on the blog, should be posted to the main page still, I think, about the model. So the links, you can also just Google the Life Coach School with Brooke Castillo, the model. There's 3 videos she does on the model. In the first one, look in the show notes. There's a link to a free worksheet about the model that runs you through how doing those models. And that can be really valuable too when you're first starting out doing models. You want to practice these. Practice makes perfect with everything. That's just how it is. We just get better and better the more and more we do something. The more and more you take pictures of yourself, the more and more you talk great to yourself, the more natural these things become. Pro athletes, high elite athletes don't just walk out there and can slam dunk balls, right? They practice this so that in the height of a game, because they've done the repetition on that act over and over and over again, that they're superheroes, right? Yeah. Interesting. You got a great thing going. Thank you. Foxy. Love you, sister. I'm listening. What did I say? Did I say are you guys listening? I'm at 25 minutes. Holy fucking cheap shit. Yeah, so it must be almost 7:30, huh? Slayer's got to get rolling, you guys. I could go on forever about this stuff. I could. So, homework this week. Sign up for the Zoom call Thursday night. Learn about Transcendental Meditation more. Look at how you can fit morning pages in your morning. How could you create that habit? How could you create a sacred spot for yourself to start your 5 a.m. club habits? Even if you start the act of getting up, right? Like maybe getting up a little bit earlier each day and writing as much as you can in that time that you allow yourself. I want to say yes, it's got to be 3 pages because they're magic, but even you starting that habit from what we've learned from the habit cycle, then you can work on the time, right? Everybody can do anything for 2 minutes. Heather, great job on the video. Oh, and the tribe? That was fun. That was so cool to be a part of it. And it really had great information. Don't you think that was really a great thing that they did, the testimonials and stuff? I think, I missed the one last month. Was there one last month? I can't keep up with everything. So, so for people outside the tribe, Corinne and Kathy reached out actually to 5 of us in the tribe. They were doing, this month is self-love month, right? So it was P&P success stories on self-love. And I'm like, sweet, my wheelhouse. Do you really want to hear what I tell myself about how fantastic I am all day, every day? Literally, I think I said that. But it was really awesome to hear our different perspectives. And I mean, we've all lost so much weight together, right? And so it was really cool to be a part of that. And Corinne did a watch party with it. And I missed the watch party because I was on the motorcycle. So hope they show your video in the groupies. Okay, I can't seem to find it. Kay, look for the watch party from yesterday. Oh, I know. Oh, you can't link it from the, I think I saved it in my videos. I'll try to link it. You can probably find it in the tribe website. Yeah, Kay, you can probably find it in there. Yeah, it was really good. So it was Mandy and a couple. Oh my God, what's that girl's name? She's a friggin' hoot. Oh my God, I love her. It was a lot of fun. It was cool to be asked to be a part of that. I appreciated it, and yeah, it was fun. It was crazy to watch it back, right? Because I don't know why. I'm like used to being over here on video all the time. So. All right, well, guys, I am going to get slaying my day. I got to do a bunch of calls starting at 8 all the way until like 5 tonight, and I'm getting to the pool because Slayer's Olympic muscles are like, look at that. We got to get to the pool. Oh, yeah, because like, look, my skin is like, right? Oh, jeez. I'm like weak right now, so I gotta go swim. Elaine Hadley is my mentor for the Nashville race. Awesome! Yes, Elaine, I love her. Can't wait to see it. Have a great day. Yes, Super K, you too. Okay, guys, I will try to post the Zoom for you guys that didn't get it. Also, check your emails if you get my emails. Try to mark me safe too, please, because I promise I'm safe. Slayer at Namaslayer it'll come from. It should anyway. Some of them have my Gmail. I don't know. I'm a hot mess with the tech stuff. It's a lot of like little pieces. So, all right. Love you guys. Slay you tomorrow. Bye.